Every once in a while, a movie comes along that completely rewrites the rules of Hollywood. Not because it has the biggest budget or the biggest stars, but because it proves that great storytelling can outperform almost anything. Now, Curry Barker's Obsession has done exactly that, making box office history in a way that very few films ever have. So today, let's take a look at how Obsession became the highest grossing movie ever made for under a $1 million budget. Obsession has officially become one of the greatest independent success stories in movie history. After months of building unstoppable momentum at the global box office, the horror phenomenon has now earned more than $430 million worldwide on a reported production budget of just $750,000. That incredible achievement has allowed the film to break one of Hollywood's oldest records, officially becoming the highest-grossing movie ever made for under a $1 million budget. What makes this accomplishment even more remarkable is just how small the film's budget really was. In today's film industry, where many major blockbusters cost well over $200 million to produce, Obsession was created with less than $1 million. Despite those limited resources, director Curry Barker managed to deliver a horror experience that connected with audiences around the world. Rather than relying on expensive visual effects or huge marketing campaigns, the film succeeded because of its suspense, originality, and unforgettable atmosphere. The historic milestone also places Curry Barker in an extraordinary position. At just 26 years old, he has directed one of the most profitable independent films ever released. His achievement proves that creative storytelling and strong filmmaking can still compete with the biggest studios in Hollywood. It's an incredible breakthrough for a young filmmaker, and a reminder that original ideas continue to have enormous value in modern cinema. Obsession first began attracting attention during its festival run, where early audiences praised its tense atmosphere and psychological horror. Once the film reached theaters, that excitement quickly spread through word of mouth. Instead of fading after opening weekend, more and more people discovered the movie, turning it into one of the biggest surprise hits of the year. Positive audience reactions continued driving ticket sales across international markets, allowing the film to grow into a genuine global phenomenon. By crossing the $430 million mark worldwide, Obsession officially surpassed several legendary films that had held this record for decades. It overtook Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon, released in 1973 with a reported production budget of $850,000. Which had long stood as one of the most successful low-budget films in cinema history. It also moved past the record established by Sylvester Stallone's Rocky, another classic that proved small-budget filmmaking could achieve extraordinary success. Perhaps even more impressive, Obsession also broke a record that had stood for nearly 27 years. For decades, the Blair Witch Project was considered the gold standard for ultra-low-budget horror success. Its incredible box office run became legendary throughout the film industry and inspired countless independent filmmakers. Now, Obsession has officially surpassed that milestone, establishing a completely new benchmark for what an original horror film can accomplish. The film's success also sends a powerful message to Hollywood. Audiences aren't only looking for massive franchises or expensive superhero movies. They're still willing to support original stories that offer fresh ideas and memorable experiences. Obsession proved that strong storytelling, effective suspense, and passionate filmmaking can generate worldwide success without requiring an enormous production budget. This historic performance also creates enormous excitement for the future of the franchise. With Obsession becoming one of the biggest independent hits ever made, expectations for Obsession 2 are higher than ever. Director Curry Barker has already confirmed that a sequel is in early development, but he has also made it clear that he isn't rushing the process. Instead, he wants to make sure the follow-up lives up to the standards set by the original film, giving fans another unforgettable horror experience, rather than simply trying to repeat its success. Today, Obsession stands as far more than a successful horror movie. It has become the highest-grossing film ever produced for under $1 million, broken records that survived for decades, launched Curry Barker into the spotlight, and reminded the entire film industry that original independent cinema can still make history.